Hi, everybody, and welcome to the season wrap-up show of the Barflies Report. I'm here again, as always, with Coach Pete, and I'm Kevin. How you doing, Pete?
I'm great, Kevin. How are you?
I'm doing great. We're going to kind of recap the end of the season, take a look forward here today, and see what the off season is going to look like and the excitement for the beginning of next year. And we've got a couple little surprises here at the end, so that'll be fun. But let's start where we should start, with the last game of the season against Paderborn. I know you guys were missing some key players, and it started to feel like the end of the season a little bit. So why don't you kind of give us an overview of how that game felt to you and how that went?
Sure. So, we are facing Paderborn. This is the rematch from our season opener. So if you recall back, you can watch the highlights in one of these corners up here, maybe. But basically, we were really looking forward to this game. We faced Paderborn in the first game, and it was a really close comeback chance. That was where we had that in the park home run from Fabian.
Mm-hmm. And, that was really exciting.
That was fun. And yeah, so we wanted to really come back and show how we've improved over the year. And basically, we got into the game and kind of started slow, and it was just kind of lacking that emotion that we saw against Minden, where we were just kind of going through the motions. We don't know really if that was because we were missing our starting catcher who was out sick, or our starting first baseman who was also out tending to his sick family. So so with that, it kind of narrowed our starting rotation, our starting lineup, it was just kind of one of those go through the motions kinds of games. Lost chances and opportunities on offense. We had 9 strikeouts. We did have some cases on base where we were picked off, where just haphazardly caught stealing and things like that. So, c'est la vie. There were some highlights on there. We did have Adrian, who is in from Cuba, working at the local university. He hit a double, so nice getting back into the game there for him. Nice double to center right, I believe it was, if memory serves me well. Then following up, just like he had the home in the park home run against Paderborn in the first game, Fabian came in and hit a stand-up triple, pretty much the same spot. He's almost pushing Sven ahead of him to get the RBIs. Sven rounding third base to get home, scored from first base on that. So several highlights throughout the game. Just couldn't get it done. Ended up losing 13-3.
Well, it's a shame to have the season close that way. It never feels good, but it was kind of a weird season anyways, with some of the player availability. But we did really get the opportunity to see the team grow, and you had that big win, and there were lots of opportunities, even in the losses, where really good things were happening. The team was growing, so it's an exciting experience to watch the team start to come together.
Yeah, and that was one of the things that we talked about after the game as well. Is how can we get that emotion? How can we build that up within the group during the game from the beginning? So.
Well, we'll button that season up right there. We're going to leave it, and we're going to talk some off-season stuff here going forward. So just a real quick thing, you're getting ready to start the off season. What are the training schedules going to look like? What can you kind of expect here over the next few months as we get ready for winter to come and go, so we can start playing baseball again?
Yeah, we have pretty much standard weekly routines. Mondays are going to be our pitcher catcher trainings, and on Wednesdays we have our general training. And the way that we kind of focus on that with pitcher catcher, we'll have each of those units are 2 hours each, and so the first hour is really warming up together as a group, doing some of those polymetric routines, getting into the stretching, and really building up those movements. And once we get out of those, we get into some of those pitching drills that we have, and then we bring it together with the catching unit. So that's kind of our 2 hour pitcher catcher training on Mondays. Wednesdays, we have everybody, and it's again a 2-hour window. And what we do is we start off with a little warm-up game. We do have several different games that we do. It's fun trying to play other sports, so we'll do the handball, we'll do a basketball game, and we have some other games that are involved. So it's really warmed up. Then we go into some fielding drills. We have a standard routine that we go through with partner drills, and then towards the last hour we'll head into hitting drills, and then for the final 15 minutes we'll do, if we have time, we'll do a game of wiffle ball.
Oh, outstanding!
It's fun. We start with one strike, and we set it up with those lazy curve balls that come in and then just throw it right by you, and then get that weird spin. It's really cool.
Yeah. Oh no, that's great. I'm glad to hear that. That's a really good time to do that, and it's good. It's a good way to finish it out. Everybody's laughing and having a good time, but still a little bit competitive to keep those juices flowing before everybody goes home to their families.
Yeah, it builds up that hand-eye coordination with the bat. So really, really useful and to boot.
Can the guys expect you guys do anything throughout the holiday season or throughout the off season to kind of get together and do some extracurriculars and maybe some outside of baseball team building sort of stuff?
Yeah, so we're going to try. I mean, we had that paintball outing. We're going to try to get another outing going. We'll probably end up also going to one of the Christmas markets in Germany. See what the restrictions and stuff, if that will allow that. But yeah, we'll try to do that. Every year we do a Super Bowl party as well, so we're looking forward to that. And it's usually the rookie of the year that has to host that, so he'll have to get on his back to get that organized.
Oh, great! Well, it sounds like good. You got a good off-season routine coming up and some fun stuff to do. So that'll be a good time for y'all, and get ready for baseball in the spring. Yeah. It seems a long ways away, but it'll come quick.
There's only like 7 weeks left in the year already, so I mean,
yeah,
it's just
unreal, isn't it? Well, I know that as the season wraps up and before you go into the off season that we just talked about, you guys get together and have a good team meeting, talk about what the year was like and what to expect going forward. And it sounds like it's a very collaborative environment, which is great. You should have that in a club. I like to hear that. So I'd like to talk a little bit about some of maybe the goals that you guys have come up about for next season. What are some of those goals that you guys are looking at as a team?
Yeah, it was really a great meeting. We had pretty much the whole team. I think there were only like 2 or 3 players that couldn't make it for that. And yeah, we went through and really it was big open discussion, no restrictions, just kind of listing through all of the different things that worked throughout the season, didn't work throughout the season, what can we look forward to next year, what are the things we need to improve on. And once we laid that all out, we had a whiteboard where we wrote everything down. And once we had that, we took a look at it as a team and came up with basically 2 really good goals. The first goal, that we have is not to lose by the mercy rule next year. So that's our number 1 goal. We realize there's better teams out there in our league, and they'll probably hand it to us next year as well. But the goal is to go the full 9 innings next year against them. That's the number 1. Second one is we really want to focus on recruitment and getting those new recruits really up to speed. So we have actually in the past month and a half, we have 4 new players that have started.
Oh, wow.
So really looking forward to that. So we have Giannis, we have Ika, we have Adrian joined late. We have Leonard who just started as well. And so we're really looking forward to having them join and go through the whole off-season program with us. And so that we're really pulling together as a team to make sure that they're ready to go starting next year. And then finally, this was kind of one of those fun ones that we came up with. We all need to come up with a Spanish phrase, so as we as we saw other clubs, everybody has a different handshake with other people on the team. We're going to focus on having a Spanish phrase with the guys on our team that speak Spanish. So.
Oh, that's fine. Well, ¿dónde está el baño?
Muy bien.
That's an important one. You should always know where the bathroom is. Well, that's really fun. I'm glad to hear that.
Like bleep that out what I responded because it was totally inappropriate. I think you're asking me how I'm doing, and you're telling me where the bathroom is.
I'm asking where the bathroom is. So that's fun. That'll be a fun thing for you guys. That's good to have your own unique sort of team atmosphere and little things that make the people across the time and go, what are they doing?
Right.
That's really fun. I also understand you guys kind of put together a quadrant chart.
Yep.
Where you kind of talked about some of your strengths and weaknesses and where there might be opportunities. And I believe the fourth one was threats.
Yeah.
I hope we're not talking about terrorists in this instance. So what might be an example of some of those things, unless that's proprietary information? And
there's a couple of things
public
I could probably
consumption.
list off. I mean, they kind of standard stuff, right? So if we kind of go in reverse order, what are the kind of the threats? So some of the threats are the backup positions. So we noticed that in the last game. We know with having the backup for first base and catcher, or shortstop and third base, so those are the kinds of things that could be threatening to our season next year. So that's what we want to focus on. Some of the smart at bats, making sure that we be more focused at the plate. Weaknesses that we looked at, obviously they're, the base running and the base coaching, that we tried to pick that up over the season, but we didn't have enough opportunities of gameplay to really bring that through and implement what we learned in training. Opportunities. So, I mean, we look at some of the things that we can improve, kind of going forward. We're investigating doing a collaborative thing with the Bochum University to get more players from there. Looking at, and then from the strengths, so, I mean, really the strengths were the teammates and, the whole atmosphere and, having the people at the games when we needed. In the past, we've struggled with coming up with 9 people for a game, but this year we had the 12, 13, 14 people every game. So that was really good strength.
That's really great. Well, good. That sounds like that was a productive session. It's always nice to know that the whole team is on board and working together to get the whole ship moving in the right direction. And so I think it makes for a really exciting season next year. And I know it's a long time to wait, but I'm excited to see what happens with the Barflies.
Yeah, and it's giving everybody a little piece of ownership too, so they see what the effort that we're all putting in together, and we see that how our involvement or your specific involvement with something is helping the team go forward. So giving them that ownership and it's very helpful.
Outstanding. Well, good. We've covered the business, right? So let's get into the fun. There was an end of season barbecue. Yeah.
Yeah. Halloween.
That's really fun. I'm glad you did that. I understand there were some awards handed out. And it sounds like one of those awards actually comes attached with the honor of hosting the Super Bowl party. So that's something new that we learned today. So let's talk about those awards. Let's talk about some fun stuff, Pete.
Sure. So let me pull out the list before I forget here. So we started off with the fun rewards. We had so I'll show the pictures here for you to see. But we had Sven starting off here with the question mark award. He got the question mark award because he ended the season with the most strikeouts. So just staring it down at the plate, really, what's going on. So we had that. The second fun award that we had went to our highest slugging percentage winner, and that was Fabian, who ended the season with 900. It was really his home run and triple sealed the deal for him.
That is somehow not surprising that one worked out that
how
way.
many bases? Well, give it to the one who gets the home run. Yeah. So then we had the final fun award. I haven't actually handed it over to because he missed the barbecue and he hasn't been at training yet. But this is the Home Sweet Home Award, and that goes to the player with the most runs in the season. That was Toby, and so he'll get this magnet when he shows up to training. So Toby, you got to come to training. You got to get it.
Come claim your award.
Yeah. So then we had our MVPs. Well, we'll start with Rookie of the Year. Rookie of the Year this year was Sven. And with Sven, he his hustle doubles against Minden, his rounding the bases, first to home with Fabian at hitting that triple there. Locking down the outfield and left field. He had 6 outs. Everything that was in the air that came his way, he locked down. And really, his efforts off the field as well really sealed it for Rookie of the Year. He's also brought in several players. So he brought in Max. He's brought in Ika. So and he's taking the lead for the Unisport. So with that sponsorship. So. Well,
congratulations, Sven.
So good job there, Sven. Then we had the Players' Choice Award. And so every year what we do is we send out a survey for everybody to put in the player that they want as the MVP of their choice. And we had a lot of, we had 4 nominations, but this player, he had 50% of the vote, over 50% of the vote. And it was really all of his efforts in the field. Whether he's making diving catches, snow cone catches, I'm sure you can remember some of those, but yeah. Also, he's just solid at the plate, hitting singles, hitting RBIs. Let's see, always at practice, always helping others. That award goes to Mishael. So congratulations to him. And then finally, we had our team's MVP of the year, and this was a player who he showed great effort, was played pretty much everywhere on the field. He had solid defense, great base running, great defensive plays, good hitting. He led the team in plate appearances, at bats, led the team in hits, in doubles, in RBIs. And he played every single position except for first base and left field. As the left field, that was Sven, and first base, he would have, if he didn't have to catch the final game, he would have been at first base there. So that one is, if you haven't figured it out already, is Kevin, your namesake.
Yeah. Well, congratulations to all the award winners. I mean, what a great season by Kevin, though. It was every time that we got together to talk Barflies baseball, we talked a lot about him.
Yep. All 3 of them were always in the news with us. So, good job, guys.
Great job. Congratulations to all the big time award winners. So also, there's one more thing that we definitely need to hit on here. I understand and have seen a brief clip that you have received something very special in the post.
Oh yeah, and this is quite an interesting thing that came up here. So from Paderborn, and it's the little things, building upon little things, right? So this year we focused on doing our video analysis and making a big emphasis on video highlights, and just here with you doing our Barflies reports. And during that last season game against Paderborn, we were lucky enough that one of the players on the other team, Sasha, he is in charge of the German national team's fan club. And so he was there and he saw that we were taping the game and saw the video posts that we've had tagging Paderborn and tagging that. And so got into conversation with him. He and Kevin got into conversation on game day, and after that, the two of us started talking, and you know, it was really great exchange of information on what we're doing. Sent him some ideas of how we go about that, and yeah, surprise, surprise, he's mailed me a envelope, and I'm not going to show the address, but yeah, I sent an envelope, and it's been sitting on my desk for several weeks now because I wanted to open it on air.
You
And
haven't even opened it.
I haven't even opened it. So this is going to be a live surprise. And
Wait. Well, here we go. This is really something then, isn't it?
yeah, so we'll see.
This could be good or bad.
Who knows? This is going to be interesting. So I'm going to open it here. Let's see what it is. Oh, this is cool. Looks like baseball cards from the national players. Ah, here we go. So we have a fan club, a fan card.
Cool.
And let me try not to, baseball cards, you're not allowed to bend the corners. So let me make sure I'm doing this correctly. So we have several cards here.
Oh,
and it looks
how
like they were
excellent.
signed. So the different players on the national team. So you have here again, your namesake. So this is really cool. Really cool. Oh, and in between there's a sticker.
Oh, great.
Yeah, lots of all the players. So really cool.
How great. Oh, that's a really cool thing.
Awesome. Yeah, so thank you, Sasha. That was great. And I'm just
What a great surprise.
we're going
That's
to have
cool.
a lot of dead air now as I go through all of these.
Right.
I don't know if you can see up here, I have the set of tops. What season was that? That was 2015. And then, you know, so I'm an avid collector. Let me go. I have Herb Score, you know.
Ah, yes.
Nolan Ryan. You know, so this is a great addition to my existing collection. Great, thank you.
Awesome. That's a neat surprise.
Yeah.
Nice little gift to end the season. Get ready to go into the off season. Sounds like you guys had a great barbecues, good team meetings. And the great thing is that it's right back into the gym and back to training again. And baseball doesn't stop. It's just the games don't pick up again outside of the wiffle ball games. The wiffle ball games are important.
Yeah, and you know we're going to just keep on grinding every week and get better every week, and looking forward to the next season. And these cards, we'll bring those and we'll put those in the clubhouse for the rest of the team to see.
Outstanding. Well, it's been a really fun season being able to talk when we have about the team and about all the things that are going on. I've enjoyed all the progress, all the ups and downs that come with being a fan of a team. And so I know the off season gets kind of slow news wise. There's not much to talk about. So we're not going away for the Barflies report, but we will get together as there is content to talk about. And that said, if there's anything that y'all want us to talk about, we'd be happy to take any suggestions because we like getting together and talking anyways. So if you would, if you want to leave those in the comments or just shoot them on over to Pete, if you get any ideas for stuff for us to talk about, we'd love to have that opportunity to get together and talk. And if there's any big news, of course, we'll get here together and we'll talk about it, bring it to you. But until such time, I'd like to say thank you for the experience of following the team. It's been really enjoyable to see all the highlights and to see all the things that are going on, especially being so far away where I normally wouldn't have an opportunity to do that. So I want to thank you guys for bringing me along on your journey this year. And I look forward to the coming off season and joining you guys again in the new season.
Great things from our side too, Kevin. You did a great job. Lots of compliments from the team, and you know, hopefully, you know, we'll get through this off season, and we'll have a really exciting next year. And yeah, looking forward to it.
Great. Well, until we talk again, I wish all of you the absolute best, the happiest of holiday seasons, healthy off season, and we will talk again. And there is more baseball to come.
All the time. Have a great one,
All
Kevin.
right. Thank you guys too.